guys, coming at you today with a really not normal content information. I'm usually coming at you with farm stuff, and today is going to be more cancer stuff, which really is not what this channel is supposed to be about, but it's life, so I'm going to talk about it. So for those of you that are new to the party, my husband was diagnosed with prostate cancer 2 years ago. By the time they found it, it was metastasized to the bones. And then, so he's been doing treatment for the last 2 years. That's been doing a good job with that, keeping it at bay. But he was just diagnosed with bladder cancer. Excuse me. So they removed as much as they could of the tumor in his bladder, and they tested that, and it's a really, really rare cancer. 0.2 to 0.3 of the population of those with cancer will have his particular kind of cancer that he has. There's only like 100 case studies done on it. Like, it's just uber rare. It's ugly, it's nasty, it's aggressive, it's fast. And he goes in to have a PET scan in a couple days to see if it's spread anywhere, and then he will have chemo and his entire bladder removed. But what the PET scan shows is going to determine which is done first, either the chemo or the PET scan. So the last few videos have been a lot about that and what we're doing with the farm and cuts that I'm making and how I'm making those decisions and all this fast stuff. But I'm gonna tell you what, this video is not gonna be fun because it's gonna be kind of raw, because why not, I guess. My feeling is, if you're thinking something or feeling something, you're not the only person in the world that has ever felt those things or thought those things or ever will feel or think those things. So the more that we talk about those things, the less people will feel alone and isolated. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. And I don't think they make a lot of guidelines on how to handle your life when your spouse is diagnosed with really nasty cancers. So I'm just kind of freeballing this one. And when he was first diagnosed, and you go through your initial appointments, and we're here to help you, and we're going to make this an easy thing for your family. And I asked them, what about therapy? Like, therapy for my family? Because, like, we're not old people with cancer dealing with it. We got little kids and stuff. So what about therapy? And they were like, oh, you'll have to Google that. Try to find something online for help with that. That's another story for another day. So anyway, dude, I'm struggling, really struggling. It's been like a week, and I just feel like it's been a firestorm, like a whirlwind. I can tell you for certain I have not processed any of this yet. I can tell you for a fact that I have not sat with this for any length of time yet. My brain has been going a bazillion miles an hour, planning and anticipating the future and what am I going to do if this should go sideways really quick. I think when you have little ones at home, it really hits you kind of differently. Okay, now what am I going to do? When you're homesteading and farming and whatever, it also hits you a little bit different. It's just so much. And I just can't, I know that there's millions of people out there whose spouses have cancer. Like, I get that. It's not crazily uncommon, and I just don't understand why I'm struggling so much. Like, mentally, I'm in complete brain fog. I feel like I cannot make a decision to save my life. Every decision feels like it's so big and daunting to me. You could ask me, do you want to wear blue socks or red socks today? And I'd be like, I don't even know. I can't make that decision because it's too big. Everything for me feels right now like it's big and huge and daunting, and I'm angry. Like, I'm so mad. And I don't even know at what. I'm just like this evil, hateful person right now, which is not me. But I'm just mad. And I don't know why. I'm not mad at God. I'm not mad at cancer. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you what I'm mad at. I'm just mad. And like today, like, I'm so angry that I could just probably cry all day, which is not like me either. But that's just like what it feels like today to me. And it's really hard because people are checking in. They're like, how are you doing, and how's life going? But how are you doing and I'll pray for you are probably like the two most common things I hear. And I feel like I'm grateful, okay? I wasn't even going to say this part because I said this to my husband and he was like, you shouldn't feel that way. So I was like, I'm a terrible person. It's going to come out wrong, but I'm going to say it anyway because that's what I do. But I'm grateful for everybody, and I'm very grateful for it. But everybody, I'll think about you, I'll pray for you. What can I do for you? But the majority of people say that because they don't know what else to say. You know, will they actually help you out? A lot of people will, but some people are just like, they just don't know what else to say. And so therefore, then I'm also on autopilot. When they say, how are you? I always say, good, I'm doing good. Yep, hanging in there. Yep, I'm doing good. Because no matter what I say, their response will always be the same. So if somebody says to me, how are you doing? And I say, good, I'm hanging in there. They will say, well, that's all you can do. Just got to keep going. Now, if somebody said to me, how are you doing? And I've said this, awful, I'm doing horrible today. I'm barely hanging on. Their response is still the same. Well, it's going to be hard. Yeah, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So it's just like this exhausting, smiling, always smiling. I'm doing good. Yeah, doing great. I'm not doing great. I'm doing awful. It sucks. I'm not doing good at all. Today I'm not doing good. Maybe tomorrow will be better, but I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of my default. How's it going? How are you doing? Fine. Yep, doing good. Doing good. Yep. Is there anything I can do to help? No, because what I need help with, very few people are going to be able to help with. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. And I realize this is like scatterbrained and not planned out. But that's kind of how I feel like things are just kind of going right now. It just sucks, guys. It just really, really, really is crappy and not fair and not okay. And I'm not doing well. And I hate it. And I'm mad at that. And I'm mad that I feel this way. And I'm mad that I can't get my brain to function properly right now. And yeah. And, okay, so we have a farm and we have this stuff. And I have children that are old enough to be very helpful. How many of them are helpful? Yeah, not many. Not many. And that's very angering to me as well, because I want to try to keep their lives as normal as possible so they're not thinking about the negative stuff all the time, you know? But there's part of me that's like just wants to smack and be like, don't you understand that I'm a one-woman show right now trying to get everything ready on the farm and the homestead and get ready for fall, and I'm shouldering all this. Does anybody want to give me a hand? But like, I don't want to say that because I don't want them to be like, I don't know. I just don't know. So yeah, unfortunately, this is just kind of my life right now, where I am. And I know I'm not the only one out there that can be feeling like this, who's going through this or has gone through stuff like this. If you're watching this and you have, please chime in with some tips or tricks or ideas on how to do better than what I'm doing right now, because right now I'm like treading water. Barely, this chubby girl's about ready to sink. So, yeah, that would be great. Help me out, guys. Give me something here.